Hey, this is JC and welcome to Small Brick City. In this video, we'll explore how to create roof designs for your custom buildings or MOCs. I'm sure you're familiar with the expert modular buildings. These often feature very elaborately designed roofs. They use sophisticated techniques, multiple parts, and sometimes use multiple sets of uncommon parts to create a very interesting design. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create simple but very effective and aesthetically pleasing roofs with parts that you probably already have. Every now and then, I see people who create custom buildings and MOCs. They spend a lot of effort on the buildings itself, both the exterior and the interior. However, not as much attention is given to the roof. Sometimes even a simple plate is slapped on to act as the roof. For some reason, it is difficult to design a roof, and I speak from experience as well. The roof often gives me the hardest challenge, in the sense I want to make it interesting and visually textured. Most of us are able to come up with the layout and structure of the building, but when it comes to the roof design, it does seem to be a bit more challenging. Do you have the same problem? Let me know in the comments. In this video, I hope to give you ideas and inspiration to create simple but effective roof designs. I'll use this particular building as the example, and of course this is not the actual roof that comes with this build, and this plate doesn't even fit the building. However, I'm just using this for illustrative purposes. I'm going to start off with an extremely simple technique. Anyone can do this, and it will transform this plate into an interesting looking roof. All you need are some tile pieces. And what you need to do is to place the tile pieces on the front edges of the building or of the roof. Now for these examples, I'm mainly going to focus on the front facade of the roofs. That's just to give you an idea of the design, and then you can use this as a starting point for your own builds. So this is so simple. Just by adding tile pieces, we've added a layer and some dimension to this roof. It looks so much more interesting than just the plain plate. And if you want to make it more interesting, all you need to do is extend the roof a bit and offset it by one stud and put it in front. And just like that, you give it even more dimension and it looks even better. That's pretty simple, right? Let's take this one step further. And what we're going to do is we're going to add another layer. Let's take out these tile pieces first. And we're going to use parts that I'm sure you definitely have. And that's long plates. And we're going to do the same thing. We are going to place the long plates onto the front edges of the roof. And once we've placed them all in place, we'll take the tile pieces from before and just place them on top. I know what you're thinking. This is too easy. It is very simple. But even with this simple technique, what you've done is you've added a taller lip all around the roof, which actually makes it look even better. And remember, you can offset the roof forward by one stud and you get a really nice looking roof, just like that. Isn't that really simple? Let's take it one step even further. So far, we've been using tiles and plates which are straight edges. Let's break up that visual monotony with something round. So we'll take out the tiles and we are going to introduce some round studs. And what I'm going to do is place a stud on each of the studs of the long plate at the front of the roof. Now you can see where this is going, right? Just using this simple technique, it will do wonders to the front facade of the roof. Once you place all the round studs on, place the tiles on top and check that out. Just like that, we've completely changed the design by adding in that row of round studs. Not much effort, probably parts that you already have, but it now makes such an interesting roof. And once again, if you offset the roof by one stud forward, look at that. There's dimension, there's visual texture, and it looks really pretty just like that. This is another easy idea if you have the parts, namely these sloped pieces. these are 2x2 slopes. You can also get a 2x3 or 2x4 slope with different angled slants. So let's just use these slope pieces to start off. And once again, I am going to use that same base plate as my base. And we're going to add the slope pieces in front. Now it overhangs by one stud. Now, of course, you can set it in line if you like, but I always like to have this overhang because it gives more dimension to the build. I'm going to add some of these 1x4 bricks, and that's just for more support, because you're going to see I'm going to add this in just like that. So I'm adding in now a second row or layer of these roof pieces. And that's just to complete the look. So I'm giving it a height of 2 studs high. That's again to give it more dimension. I should mention this, anytime you build, you have to think about building for stability. So you shouldn't do what I just did here. Now notice for these slopes here, I've actually put them over the joint. But for this last piece here, I didn't. So these two aren't really connected to anything else. Anytime you want to build with Lego, you want to do an overlap. So the right thing for me to do is actually to shift this one here. See, that's the joint. You want a brick over the joint just like this. So there you have a more secure fit. The reason I place these bricks over here is so that I can introduce some towel pieces, and with the towel pieces I can just cover that for a bit of stability. And that's a finished roof. Place that on, and in fact it fits this particular little building pretty well. So that's a simple technique, and I'm sure you would know of that if you have these slope pieces. But let me introduce to you one more addition you can add in, and that is these modified plates with real pieces. These simulate gutters, which are pretty good for a roof design, but again it adds more dimension, and I'm adding them under the front lip of the roof. And that's one reason I like extending the slope pieces out to the front. It allows me to add in things like this. Now it's a small addition, but once again it gives dimension and makes things more interesting. Let's just fit that on, and let me fit that so that it goes this way. Check that out. There's an extension of the lip and even a bit more extension with this rail piece, and now it looks like maybe some kind of a roof gutter so that water can flow out. So that's a simple way to introduce a very interesting roof. Here's another simple idea using some round bricks and regular bricks, and this gives us the opportunity to add in some color. And again, it's very simple, and you might like to use this if you want alternate techniques if you built especially many MOCs. So let's set the regular bricks down first, and let's just place them in the front just like that. As you can see, there are 2 gaps that allows me to put a round brick inside just like that. And we're going to place round bricks on either side of the roof. And you can probably see where this is going. The combination of round and straight just makes things look more interesting. And of course you can use whatever color you want. And I like to towel this off. So let's take some towel pieces and lock these bricks into place. And just like that, we've got some dimension, a mix of round and straight. And let's put this onto the building. And you can see simple but effective roof design. For this easy design, you need these specific curved towel pieces. This is a 1x2 curved towel, and this is a 1x4 curved towel, which is basically 2 of these placed, well, back to back, but they're joined together. So you can either have 4 of these or 2 of these and 1 of these 1x4s. You also need a couple more plates and regular 1x2 tiles. So this is how I'll do this simple design. It uses very simple parts, but it's how you place them together that makes it interesting. First, I'll lay this 1x8 plate down in the front, and on either end I'm going to cap that 1x2 curved tile piece, and instantly you can see, wow, there's some kind of a flowing design. Now we have to fill up the space over here, and I'm going to place this 1x4 with a 1x2 plate on top. And the reason why I have this stack here is so that I can take this curved tile piece on top. And now you can see, wow, that's really a design that convenes towards the center. So it's nice and symmetrical. I want to cover these studs here. That's why I have the 1x2 tiles. They cover those studs. And notice I still have an exposed stud on each corner. What do you think I should put here? If you guess something round, you're absolutely correct. And I'm going to put some round studs. Just one on each side. And you can see it's a really finished look. So simple, yet very effective in design. And check that out. Now I've showed you different roof techniques, some with round bricks and regular bricks, the reverse bricks, tiles, and the use of round bricks, and the wedge pieces and 1x1 tiles. We have the slopes, regular slopes, and the modified plates with rails. And at the start, the simplest technique, just using plates, tiles, and round studs. So all these are different ideas that you can use for your own builds. I hope you found this easy. Let's have a look at a MOC that I built that used several of these techniques combined together. This is a MOC I built called the Ultimate Lego Store, and that's because it combines different sets together with my own MOC for an exterior building for a Lego store. If you haven't, you can check out the video in the link in the card above, as I've got a dedicated video for that. But for the purposes of this discussion, I like to call attention to the roof design. And immediately you'll probably see a lot of the techniques I discussed earlier. And that's the use of the modified rail pieces, reverse slope pieces, the curved tiles or the slope tile pieces, and all these just coming together to form a very simple design, but it actually looks really good. And in the case of my building, since it's a Lego building, I use colored tiles or colored bricks just to make this more interesting, and of course to relate to Lego bricks. So this is an example of using these simple techniques that I shared in this video to create an aesthetically pleasing roof. So you don't always need special parts or very complicated techniques to make a roof look good. So you definitely want to do more than just a simple plate on a building. Add in some bricks, add in plates, tiles, give dimension and depth. Remember to always give some curves and circles, and you can create a very awesome roof for your own builds or MOCs. I hope you enjoyed this video discussion on different easy to build roof designs for your MOCs and custom Lego buildings. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or specific ideas for roof designs, be sure to leave a comment as well. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.